Be inspired by the old miserable coworkers. They shed a light and they create questions. The question, is this the great opportunity to be in? Now, for me, I've been in healthcare for 18 years, and I've seen the differences in age gaps, the differences in generations, anywhere from 18 years old up to people in their 60s. And listening to some of the OGs in their 60s who've been working in the career for 30, 40 years, it actually inspired me to build the life I want. Because looking at them, I didn't want to live the life they lived. And not to say that they have a bad life, they have a really great life. But the life that they have is not what I want for myself. To see that they have to clock in and clock out every day. They have to ask for PTO when they're sick, when their kids are sick, when their grandkids are sick. And then having to deal with personality issues, and they have no say in who they work with and who they can work with, other than quitting the job. What life is there to live? And what work is there to do in those situations? You see that all they could do really is just keep their mouth shut, keep their head down and work. For me, I don't want to live that way. My whole career, people have been trying to silence me. But most people who personally know me, I'm an outspoken person. If I see something wrong, I'll call that shit out. I don't really care. Doesn't matter if it's a small organization. Doesn't matter if it's a big machine. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Everything comes down to respect and loyalty for me. And so choosing to see through the eyes of those OGs what the problems are, what the frustrations, what the complaints they have, whether it's on management, whether it's other colleagues, whether it's the work, the processes and systems in place. How can we make it better? Now, I've been in a situation where I worked 18 years and then I eventually got hurt and I got cast aside, pretty much laid off. Now, it's a limbo situation for me, but it gives me the opportunity to create the life I want. And what do I want? It's totally opposite of what these OGs were working. I want a life where I could dictate my schedule. I could travel to anywhere I want. I could create the money I want without having to do manual labor. Get to spend time with my family. I don't have to worry about commutes, driving an hour each way just to get to work to clock in, only to take a half an hour lunch and be mandated to come back into work. I want to be able to work part-time and make enough money to take care of myself, my family, and my travel needs and everything I want in life. I want to be able to leverage the time I have to create new businesses. So I'm inspired by these OGs to see if I choose the W-2 route to stay at a corporation or a business that I might not align with in values anymore, to go build what I want to build for myself. It's scary, it's uncertain, but at least I get to be me. And that's the most important thing, to be who I want to be in life. Peace of mind goes a long way over temporary stability, because the stability in working in these large corporations, you realize they really don't care about the staff. The staff is just a number. And when that happens, values degrade and environments starting to become toxic. And so now I'm just on a mission to create a system for myself that actually gets me out of my comfort zone to feel the energy, feel the vibe of life, create an opportunity to reach a lot of people, to be able to travel and do all the things I want in life. Now, one of the key things for me when I'm actually being inspired by these OGs and this older generation is discernment. There is a wealth of knowledge that they possess. You can't doubt that. But is it relevant? You can't disregard everything they say, but at the same time, you can't take in everything they say. Discernment is important because you get to decide if it's the right thing for you to believe in or not. It's the right thing for you to be inspired by or not. Nothing in life is black and white. Only decisions are, choices are, but the interpretation of all the information that you're gathering, everything you've observed, everything you're analyzing in a particular environment or what someone says, that's all gray area. Nothing's set in stone. It's all throwing darts in the dark. The more information you get, the more bright the room gets, and you can make a more conscious and intentional dart throw. But if you're not using your discernment, you leave yourself to be gullible. And so being inspired by the OGs, I take it in with reservations. I do take a approach of hesitation, but I just look at how they live their lives, and is that the life I want to live? Now, fortunately me, I have parents that are living great. They retired early. They were retired in the early 50s, and all they do now is just travel the world and build stuff at my house, which is really cool. It's opportunity for me to connect with my parents more and more. And now that I'm not in the W-2, I get to spend more time with them as well. Since they're getting older, it actually is an opportunity to get to know them aside from being my mom and dad. Being inspired from the older generation lets me know that things are going to be okay. No matter what happens in life, it'll all work out. Just don't give up, make a decision, and commit. Go all in. It's okay. The best things in life come in when you're willing to sacrifice and commit. And when you're willing to let go of what you have so you can get things that you want in life, you're going to be okay. You're going to be well off. Spiritually, mentally, psychologically, physically. Just do something every day to move in the direction you want to do. With that, I'll check you later. Be easy.